Made it through 2 marriages, Oscars, Emmys, Grammys, and when I stare at them, hearing them whisper, you got every right to be arrogant. You in the presence of greatness, still gracious, top-notch taste, too allergic to basics. Y'all can look, but you'll never find a replacement, and all this from Jeff's mom's basement. Raised 3.
Will Smith is going through a midlife crisis, man. So Will Smith, he put out an album this year that was horrible, completely flopped. But it seems like he's going to put out another one because recently Will Smith's been doing a lot of freestyles that have just been awful. And I think at this point, it's safe to say that, Will Smith is definitely going through a midlife crisis. We're hearing reports that him and his wife, Jada Pinkett, are headed towards a divorce. And Will Smith even took shots at Chris Rock in one of these freestyles that he just recently did, man. Like, he spent the last 2-3 years apologizing for smacking the shit out of Chris Rock at the Oscars because he made a G.I. Jane joke about his wife being bald, right? And he pretty much spent the next 2-3 years apologizing, right? He ended up coming out with a new Bad Boys movie. And the movie did very well, right? Everybody pretty much forgot about that Oscar incident. And Will Smith decides to do a freestyle and bring the situation back up and just pretty much brag about smacking Chris Rock. Now, this just goes to show that Will Smith is a piece of shit, because the fact that you would embarrass your friend like that, the fact that you would allow your friend that's a comedian, Chris Rock, right? He made a harmless joke about your wife, right? The fact that you slapped the shit out of him in front of the world, you acted like you really were sorry about it, and then once everybody forgets about it, you put out another movie and it does well, now you're making humor about it, bro. I think that that's very distasteful, bro. And I think that this good guy image that Will Smith was putting on his whole career, man, I think that shit is all fake, bro. I don't think that's who Will Smith really is. And my thing is this, Will Smith. All of this hostility that you got towards Chris Rock, who is literally harmless, right? Like, Chris Rock, has never tried to be a tough guy. He's actually publicly spoken about being bullied in the past, right? That's why he made the show Everybody Hates Chris, because that was his actual life growing up. He was bullied. Nobody really liked him like that. And he was able to become a successful comedian, do a couple movies here and there. But Will Smith, if you're going to smack anybody, if you're going to try to get gangster with anybody, why you not getting gangster with August Alcena? That nigga fucked your wife. You know what I'm saying? Like you let this man into your home, while you and your wife is still married, right? You let, your wife supposedly was helping him get better because he had some health problems. So he ended up living with you guys for a little bit. You and your wife end up separating. And the nigga start dropping dick in your wife, bruh. The nigga was dropping dick in your wife. First of all, he was friends with your youngest son, Jaden Smith. That's how he got introduced to you in the first place. He was cool with your son, Jaden Smith, right? Ended up meeting you and your wife. You and Jada separate. He ended up dicking down Jada to the point where him and Jada was making public appearances together, bruh. You know what I'm saying? They going to award shows and shit together, all booed up and shit, bruh. Then they end up, stop talking for whatever reason. August Alcena exposes it, right? Then he puts out a song about it, Entanglements, with Rick Ross on there. That's a great song. Entanglements. Entanglement. Good song. Man made a whole song bragging about dicking down your wife, and you did absolutely nothing about it, bruh. We don't see one interview where you say anything bad about August Alcena, bruh. Not one. Right? Then you got another guy that did an interview with Tasha K saying that back in the day he saw you and Tisha Campbell's ex-husband. He saw Tisha Campbell's ex-husband blowing your back out, nigga. Where is the rap disses to them? You know what I'm saying? If you're Will Smith, if you're gonna freestyle, if you're gonna rap, if you're gonna take shots at people, bro, these are the people that you should be taking shots at, bro. Take shots at the people that you have a reason to be angry at, bro. But see, the reason why Will Smith is behaving like this, guys, is because Will Smith, he doesn't realize that Jada don't like him. She's never really liked you, bro. Right? The person that she really wanted to be with was Tupac Shakur. That's who she wanted to be with. She chose to be with you because you were the good guy. You were the more safer option, right? We all know Tupac was a wild dude. Tupac had all types of beefs with people. Tupac was getting shot every other week. So Jada Pinkett settled for Will Smith, right? She settled for you, but she never really liked you like that. Bro, Jada Pinkett has came out publicly saying that Will Smith does not satisfy her in the bedroom, bro. She's publicly came out and said this about Will Smith. And Will Smith has done nothing about it. You know, every year she's bragging about how much she misses Tupac, to the point where your daughter, Willow Smith, has made posts saying that she missed Tupac. So Will Smith, if you're listening to this video, brother, take my advice, bro. Get off of social media, stop rapping, file for divorce, right? Get you a new wife, and just be yourself, bro. You gotta understand that Jada Pinkett don't like you, bruh. She don't like you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just move on. It's okay. You're Will Smith, bro. Will Smith next to Denzel, bro, is hands down the most popular, not just black actor, but he's probably one of the most popular actors in the world, bro. Top 3, right? Like, guys, who can we honestly say is a more popular actor than Will Smith, right? Some might say, I guess you could say Leonardo DiCaprio, or, the guy that played Tony Montana, right? But there's only so many people you can put over Will Smith. I would say Denzel, Will Smith, obviously Leonardo DiCaprio, right? Mel Gibson is a popular actor, right? But what I'm trying to say is everybody around the world knows who Will Smith is, bro. You can have any woman that you want, bro. Move on, bro. Get you a new woman. You know, Will Smith is in his 50s. If you want to, bro, have another kid, bro. Have another kid. You take good care of yourself. You're in good health. You still look like you're 35, bro. Start you a new family, my nigga. And Will Smith, what you don't realize is once you move on and you get you a new woman and you start showing her off to the public and you genuinely look happy, guess what? Jada Pinkett's gonna want you back, bruh. She gonna want you back. She gonna be jealous. Because guess what? Nobody wants Jada Pinkett. Right? Like, do you honestly think August Alcena was trying to be with Jada Pinkett long term? She's old enough to be his mother, bruh. He just wanted to fuck the bitch, bruh. He just wanted to be able to say, man, I fucked Jada Pinkett, nigga. Right? Ain't none of these young basketball players or rappers or athletes, ain't none of these young dudes gonna go cuff Jada Pinkett, bro. I can promise you that, bro. She literally looks like Kobe Bryant right now. With that bald head, bro, she look like Kobe Bryant in his final years on the Lakers. That's what Jada Pinkett look like right now, nigga. Don't no nigga in their right state of mind gonna say, oh, Will Smith and Jada got divorced? Damn, I'm gonna go wife up Jada Pinkett. Hell nah. Hell nah. You know, she was good looking back in the day, but right now, nah, bruh. The bitch look like one of them peanuts from that movie remember the Spy Kids movie with the peanuts? That's what Jada Pinkett look like right now, nigga. I don't think anybody finds Jada Pinkett as attractive as Will Smith does, honestly. So that's my advice, Will Smith, man. I hate to see what you're doing right now. Like, you're literally embarrassing yourself, bro. You are literally embarrassing yourself. And the crazy part is Will Smith's, like, his kids, like Willow and Jaden, they make good music. I don't know if you guys have ever heard Jaden Smith or Willow Smith's music. They both make good music, bro. You know, especially Willow. Shout out to Willow Smith, man. Like, if you were gonna do music, why aren't you doing music with your kids? Because I'm pretty sure your kids would tell you that what you're doing is not cool. It's obvious that this music that you're making, you're doing it with somebody that doesn't have your best interest. That album that you put out, I know for a fact that a majority of it was executive produced by Joyner Lucas. A lot of the songs was ghostwritten by Joyner Lucas. And Joyner Lucas, you know, he's not gonna have Will Smith, because you gotta understand, Joyner Lucas is like a storyteller rapper, right? He's a lyrical storyteller rapper, right? We don't want to listen to Will Smith and hear Joyner Lucas. Will Smith, if you're gonna make music, bro, you need to link up with dudes like Pharrell, dudes like Drake, you know? You need to link up with dudes like that. Dudes that's gonna tell you what's cool, bro. Because unfortunately, you're too old to know what's cool. Like what you're doing that you think is cool at your age, it's corny, bro. It's corny and it's embarrassing, man. So that's my thoughts on this, man. Prayers up for Will Smith, bro. Whatever you're going through, bro. Like I said, man, just man up and get you that divorce, bro. I promise you, bro. Your life would be way better, bro. You got a shit ton of money. I know that you're in love. Jada Pinkett is probably the woman of your dreams, bro. But she doesn't like you, bro. She's not satisfied with you, bro. You know? And maybe that's why Will Smith is rapping. Maybe because Will Smith knows that Jada loves Tupac. Maybe Will Smith is trying to rap to impress Jada. But you're not impressing her, bro. She's laughing at you, my nigga. She's laughing at you, bro. So let me know what you guys think about this, man. It's your boy Wavy. Stay Wavy TV. Follow your boy. Subscribe. Leave a comment. And most importantly, share the video to your mama. I'm out.